Hey, Frame by Frame, how you doing, man? Are you still there? I'm still trying to get set up on stuff. Um, but if you're there, hello. How are you doing? I'm still trying to get this set up for stuff. Hey, did you get my message, man? It's hard for me for do two or three stuff at the same time. So I can do the first episode. So let me know if you want me to send it all back. If you want to send just for the first episode of that show, you can. It's just easier for me to do one at a time. Otherwise, it gets overwhelming. You send a request for three episodes of a show. I do you want me to? I could do one at a time. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed on stuff. So, do you want me to just send the whole thing back? Okay, I'll refund you, and then if you want me to do the first episode, just send one for the first episode. So I'll refund you now, and that way, if you want to do it, send me one for the first episode. Let me know. So okay, because with how it is, I mean, I don't know when I'll get to the other two, so it's okay then. That's up to you then. But hello everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Okay, fine, I won't do it. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. Hope everyone's having a good day. So I can do the first episode if that's okay. Is it okay to just do the first episode frame by frame? Okay, then that's fine. I'll try to get to that as soon as I can. Again, it's just I have to watch. I know this sounds lame. I have to watch it, otherwise I get overwhelmed because I have literally, as I look here, I have I have 10 to upload, and then I have 25 right now to do. So, um, but yeah, one at a time is best for that. Thank you. I appreciate frame by frame. Thank you for your understanding. Um, Again, for me, it's just I have a lot of stuff I need to get to. At least 25, at least. And so I've that's actually what I've been doing today. And I took a break because I recorded a commentary for Ghostbusters 2. I did one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 reviews. Um, I probably after this going to go to bed, and then when I get free time tomorrow, that is, I got to start working on uh, two commentaries, try to get three other things watched, and then I have like a bunch of other commentaries. And um, actually, sadly, no, it's not a lot because of taxes and stuff and fees, but it is what it is. Thank you, though. It seems like it, but it's not because of taxes and fees with inflation and everything. But yeah, sorry, I haven't talked to anyone in the chat. I'm just kind of trying to get this set up and trying to get the stuff on the computers so I can look at the chat better. So I apologize. I haven't talked to anyone in the chat so far. Thank you, Ghost of John Wick's Beetle. Uh, the only film I'm curious about this year is John Wick 4. That's it. But hey to everyone out there. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the kind words from folks out there. I appreciate it. Kind of you guys to say. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for the kind words. Hey, Silver Wings. Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, Ben. New Year's was all right. Same thing, Caleb. Yeah. It's all right. Uh, Again, sorry about that. Yeah, I heard about Jeremy Renner's accident. Wishing him the best. Oh, thank you. Wow, Clark. Thank you so much for that. That's kind of you to do. Hayden Christensen won a Razzie for Worst Actor in Attack of the Clones Revenge of the Sith. I have a soft spot for the prequels, but I couldn't stand him. He deserved the Razzie. Yeah, he did. I mean, he sucked in those. I mean, I've never been a Hayden Christensen fan. I always thought he was terrible. I know there's a few people who wanted to play that role. Jonathan Brandis was one, and then he didn't get it, and he was disappointing. He was disappointed that he didn't get it. But I think Jonathan Brandis would have been better. A few other people would have been better as well. But yeah, you just say that the writing ruined that stuff, but it doesn't matter. And the point of it was still a pretty bad character written wise. And Hayden Christian did a very terrible job in it. But yeah, as much as I can watch The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, despite their flaws, Hayden Christensen and Revenge of the Sith is definitely one of the weakest parts of that movie. He just did not do a really good job with that role and that performance. But yeah, I agree with you. With he, a Razzie Award was definitely deserved for that. I definitely agree, Clark. Don't care about Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Why should I care? Good evening, Emmanuel. Punisher 1989 Blu-ray in the US. No, the best Blu-ray to get is Umbrella Entertainment, which I think is an Australian Blu-ray. That's really the best Blu-ray to get. Mr. Cool, Happy New Year. Uh, Elf is worse, Cole. Oh, thank you. Who said that? Glenn, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Callisto Protocol. I'm glad you enjoyed that playthrough. Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. Samuel Cat in the Hat is worse. Mr. Cool, I don't even know who that is. Bruce Willis, this could be his last year. Where did you hear that? I've never heard that before. Where did you hear that? Never played Minecraft. I know what it is, but never played it. A Rodan movie from the director Consto Island? Sure. Rodan's a creature that I think could be utilized a lot more. And if you do it the right way, I think there's a lot of stuff you could get out of that creature for a character that hasn't really been done before. I mean, other than he had a movie back in the day, they haven't really utilized Rodan a lot, so I could see that if done well, of course. I mean, the scene with him is like one of the scenes I didn't mind in King of the Monsters. One of the few scenes I didn't mind in it. And I'm leaving that up because the least I could do. Thank you for the super chat, Clark. Yeah, I don't know much about football, Mr. Cool. Yeah, I know Kirstie Alley passed away. It's too bad. Hey, Luis, hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Big Wednesday, never heard of it. Hey, Unbreakable Magic. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I keep looking over here, just looking at the chat. Yeah, Ryan, I haven't heard anything about that. Ellis, hello there. Favorite Godzilla villain? Hmm, I don't really know. Bone Chillers? I don't know what Bone Chillers is. New Year Christmas was all right. I mean, Christmas was hampered by the cold weather. As for New Year's, it was all right. Honestly, I did the stream and then one or two things and went to bed. That's pretty much it. Hopium, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie? Hmm. Source Code is pretty good. Frame by Frame Witch Cat. Thoughts on upcoming Japanese movie Godzilla Zero? I don't know any info about it. Oh, hey, Dark Metal Spider. No problem, man. Been having internet problems. I'll try to message you soon. I haven't forgotten. Hope you're having a good night. Message me about what? I did get your request, the Twilight Zone stuff. That's actually one of the things I watched today, and I recorded the review. So I'll upload that in the coming week or so. Just check back each day. Each day I upload like two or three videos. So for people out there, just check back each day. But thank you, Darmetal. I appreciate it. I don't care how much money Avatar makes. Who cares? The fact that's the only thing people talk about that movie must mean it's not much of a movie. That's all. Oh, okay, Darmel Spider. Yeah, I remembered the Twilight Zone episodes and I wrote them down, and I already did it, so no problem. You don't have to remind me now. But thank you though. Hey, Preminator, doing all right. Son of Man from Tarzan. I don't remember that. Michael T. Wise. I don't know who that is. Oh wow, thank you, man. JT Groden, thank you so much, man. Happy 2023, man. Thanks for the consistent uploads and entertaining videos as always. We all appreciate you. Well, thank you, man. I mean, those are really kind words. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to say. Uh, I'm trying my best, and that's why I try to upload 3 or 4 videos a day because it's the least I can do. Uh, Pretty much tomorrow will be the rest of. I played this independent game just for fun. This was like December 26th during the deep freeze. I just wanted to play a game. I'll upload the rest of that. It was like some walk simulator looking at an abandoned cult compound. And then it'll be reviews. I'll do the Ghostbusters 2 commentary will be uploaded tomorrow. And then each day will be about maybe 3 videos a day, mainly the requests. So thank you for that. I'll do my best. And Frame My Frame, I've heard good things about it. I mean, I don't know much about it. I've heard good things. I know Uncle Bill from Dead Pit, who are good friends of mine. He actually enjoyed it. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting as Catherine Zeta-Jones and Louise Guzman as Morticia and Gomez. I don't like Jenny Ortega, but hell, I didn't like Channing Tatum, and he surprised me in 21 Jump Street. So who knows? Maybe uh, we'll see what happens. But I'll watch the first episode. I'll try. I don't know when I'll review it, but I'll try to watch it sometime tomorrow. Yeah, I know the person. The person who doesn't like me is sending me more money, so go figure. Next time, I don't know, maybe he'll come back and send more money. Who gives a crap about Maiden? I saw that. It's called Dolly Dearest. My favorite James Caan film is Rollerball, the original Rollerball from the 70s. Thank you, Louise. But yeah, Rollerball from the 70s is my favorite James Caan film. Really enjoy that movie. The remake can eat it. Remake can eat my balls. The remake is terrible, but the original was great. Kid Behind the Camera, I've never heard of it. Movie review, dude, average. I would say below, yeah, below average. It's not one of Michael Bay's finest hours. Go watch The Ambulance from the 90s with Eric Roberts, directed by Larry Cohen. It's a much better movie, in my opinion. It's too late for a sequel to Cobra. It's too late. Never saw The Killer Leave with James Caan. James Cameron, no more Terminator films from anybody. It's too late. It's too much. No more Terminator films from anybody. Heavy Metal 2000, it sucks. Go watch the original instead. Hellraiser Bloodline, I mean, it's sadly not the worst Hellraiser film, but I don't really. I I don't even remember what I said in my review for it. I really don't. I mean, it's not the worst one. I'll say that. I'm not gonna react to all the Marvel films, Holly Jolly, but thanks. That'd be like 2 weeks. I ain't gonna do that. Sorry, man. Uh, I don't mind some of R. Kelly's music, but I don't. The only time I really listen to them for the requests. Oh, you don't play the Resident Evil 4 remake? No problem, Eminem. No, Holly Jolly's a super chat, and I'm not doing it for $2. Sorry. Should have asked first. Plus, I know who you are anyway, so. Kim, Holly Jolly is another name for the guy who was in here earlier sending hate money, which is cool. You can send me as much money as you want. I appreciate it. Last time it was $40, which is how smart they are. They don't like me, but they give me money. I mean, I think it's really funny, but sure it wasn't. If you're too dumb to think that, if you're so stupid that you expect the guy to watch literally over 30 Marvel films for $2, then you're too stupid to have money. I feel like Eddie Murphy in 48 hours. You're too stupid to have a job. Go ask the chat. Shakedown, it's an okay movie. I don't love it though. Hey, Seb B, I'm doing okay. My favorite Stewart and Gordon film, Stuart Gordon, Fortress with Christopher Lambert. How would do an Avatar live stream? Holly Jolly, you didn't ask. That's your fault. You didn't ask. Eminem, which album? Is that the one Michael? Driver Parallel Lines on the PS2. I've never heard of that. Alice, I choose Collateral. In person, Eddie Murphy. Technically, there's a Shout Factory of Cobra. Has a couple features, but nothing with Sylvester Stallone. Once Upon a Time in is that the Robert Rodriguez film? Uh, who? People hate me because I exist. Yes, Nippy, I did get that. I'll get to it as soon as I can, but I have about 25, 30 other requests at least to get to. But I will do it as soon as I can. Thank you. No, Polly, no. I was I would suggest for you to not request anything anymore. I've already said I don't want to watch Black Panther 2. I already said that before. Hey, Seth Warwick. Oh, thank you, Clark. I appreciate it, man. A pet peeve I have with newer reboots is characters having the same names. In Dawn of the Dead remake, the characters have different names. In the Pelham 123 remake, Denzel was Walter Garber, not Zachary Garber. So you don't like when people have the same. So you don't like when people have the same name with a reboot? So Dawn of the Dead, they have different names. In the Pelham 123 remake, they have different names. So you prefer they have different names. I can understand that. I can understand that. Uh, it didn't bother. It doesn't really bother me much. I guess I'm pretty indifferent when it comes to that. I'm pretty indifferent when it comes to all that. Hey, QJC. But yeah, I'm pretty indifferent. It doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I never really. Yeah, I never really had an issue. Eminem, you have no idea. I've had a person hate me for 4 years now because I did not like the first trailer to Sonic the Hedgehog, and I made fun of it for 4 years. That was one person. Uh, you don't know the internet. You really don't. Trust me, it's true. And people in the chat will tell you it's true. But yeah, that never really bothered me, Clark Herman. That never really bothered me. But I can understand your point of view. Maybe it's Chris Chan. There you go. I'm trying to think of oh, thank you, man. For example, in the True Lies show that's coming out, they're going to be named Harry and Helen Tasker. Not many couples down in their 40s are named Harry and Helen. So is this supposed to be a sequel? I didn't even know the True Lies show was still going to happen because I thought it was too taboo to do True Lies. But I mean, is it supposed to be a sequel or is it supposed to be a remake? I mean, hey there, Michael. People have been doing that for quite a few years to do a reboot with the same names. It's a reboot. Well, yeah, if it's a reboot, then yeah, they don't use the same names to try to redo those characters, redo their stories, redo their plots. And I mean, reboot, remake, however you want to put it. They want to take the same characters and do their own spin on it. So yeah, I don't. Who's looking forward to a True Lies TV show? What made that work was James Cameron's direction at the time, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, and Jamie Lee Curtis did a good job as well. So again, what made that work was Arnold and James Cameron working together. You're not going to have that with the TV show, then that show's not going to work. Can someone really tell me they look forward to a True Lies TV show? Nah. I mean, a sequel would have been cool instead of Avatar. Well, instead of Avatar, he did a True Lies 2, James Cameron. I would have been interested, but yeah. Hey, the awesome God, hello there. A lot of people want, yeah, Avatar is more like it. I mean, I don't follow the Buffalo Bills football, so I don't know anything about it, but that's always sad. Yeah, Jillian, uh, it is what it is. I don't know why either. I mean, we got a lot of mods, but no one's doing anything, so I guess I'll do it. Not sure why. I mean, I got like 10 mods, but oh well, I guess I'll do it. Yeah, I don't care about Megan. Don't care about a PG-13 remake of Dolly Dearest. Never played Terminator Resistance. Never played it. Thank you, Andy T. Sure, I appreciate it. Well, remember, Predator, you're a mod too. Just kidding. I mean, you are, but I'm just saying. It's cool. Knit W, unless it's a good sized paid request. I mean, I did. It was a first time watch. So, what do you mean by commentary? I did do one, and my first time reaction to it. That's what it was a commentary. Favorite Rambo villain, Brian Dennehy. I don't look forward to anything from the MCU. Why should I look forward to the MCU? Hey, Julie Evans, doing okay? How are you doing? Uh, no, I've not seen that Awesome God. Haven't seen that movie. No problem, Don. A live counter in Clerks 3, it'd have to be a lot of money because I don't really care to watch that film again. John Woo's no mo- John Woo's new movie with no dialogue? No, I don't know anything about that. Is it one of those like period piece movies like he's done lately, or is it actually back to hard boiled type of movie? No problem, Terminator. It's cool. I understand. Last of the Mohicans? Nah. Eh. I don't know if the Batman sequel will actually happen with all the stuff going on in Warner Brothers. Right on target. Hello there. Crash, I didn't mind. I thought it was an okay movie. Nightmare on Elm Street remake is worse to me. Overrated Steven Spielberg film? Hmm, I don't know. E.T. Most overrated James Cameron film? Avatar. Punisher 89, The Work Print? Yeah, it's a cool movie. Favorite Chuck Norris film is Firewalker. Yeah, Jillian Banks. I have no idea either. Your guess is as good as mine, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Worst ET ripoff, Nuki, which sadly I did a review. Nuki. A movie you saw in theaters expecting trash but turned out to be very good. Hmm. Um, I don't know about theater, but just movie in general, World War Z was a lot better than I thought it would be. Same with White House Down. World War Z and White House Down are two films that were a lot better than I thought it would be. Yeah, I don't know anything about the picture quality on planes, trains. I don't ever drink coffee. X Files, I want to believe was not a good movie. I wish to believe it was a good movie, but it wasn't a good movie. RoboCop, I would beat the Terminator. Max Brooks, no, I've never heard of that. Devolution. Well, thank you, Clark. Thank you for your generosity, man. Thank you. 2001 Space Odyssey grew on me as I got older. I found it boring at first, but now I love it. It's classic. It's because of why we have Star Wars Alien Event Horizon. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Uh, 2001 Space Odyssey, I saw on cable. It was a double with 2010, the year we made contact. And I liked it ever since I first saw it on the, was it Turner Classic? Yeah, Turner Classic Movies. It was that. Because I remember the introduction, I forget the guy's name. He introduced a lot of movies back in the day on Turner Classic Movies. And really enjoyed 2001, even though I was a bit confused on the ending. And then at the end of it, they played the sequel, and it was nice because the sequel actually helped me understand the first movie more, and it was a great follow up. So I enjoyed both movies. Both movies were really nice. It was a good experience seeing them back to back on TCM. Yep, on this shoulder here, and this shoulder, and both shoulders. Sure, all the way on the shoulders. Well, I'm very happy, frame by frame. I'm a very happy streamer, worn on both shoulders. Silent Night, a revenge action movie. Interesting. I am a very happy streamer. I wear on both shoulders, both knees, both elbows, and both feet, and both eye sockets. Baby Geniuses 2, no, I've never seen the movie. Nope, never seen Moonfall. To be or not to be McGuire, why do you hate me? Because you suck. I like Pleasantville, to be fair, and Brothers I didn't mind, but I don't care for you as Spider-Man. Movies and Breakfast is just either trolls trying to be funny, and I play along because they pay. And if they want to pay, I'm happy. Hey, Miguel, the 14 edition, yeah, I know there's deleted scenes, which is cool. That's really the primary reason they get that is for the deleted scenes. Tyler, why would I want to do that? Darth Goldust, not a fan of American Dad. Love every which way but loose. Love the movie. I like the sequel as well. Any which way you can. Do you think Stream 6 will suck? Yes. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome is finally releasing sidekicks with Chuck Norris on Blu-ray and 4K with features. Why are you guys surprised? It's another troll, which I'm not mad because they're giving me money. If they want to keep giving me money, they can troll all they want because they're paying me. I don't know why they think I'm mad about that. It's freedom of speech, and you could, if you're paying me for it, you just say whatever you want if you're paying for it. Hey, Bobby, frame by frame, I'll leave it up to you. You could do either way. I was always a McDonald's guy, Infinity Gauntlet. How about this frame by frame? If they don't pay, you can ban them. There you go. Never seen the first Baby Geniuses. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, I would say, is the best of the sequels of that franchise. But yeah, Blu-ray for what movie? Never been to Hooters. Least favorite soda? I'm not really. I don't know. I don't really have a least favorite soda. I just Dr. Pepper. I don't watch the Tiger Belly podcast anymore since I don't like his non-girlfriend, Kalila. She is piece of trash. She's a piece of trash. I've never liked Dr. Pepper. I think it tastes disgusting. Yes, Stream 1 and 3 are the ones I hate. I like. General, I've seen 13 Hours. I'm not much a fan of the movie. That's the Michael Bay one. I think I reviewed that. If not, I did. But no, I'm not interested in that. I'm sorry, man. I'm not big on the movie. Thank you, though. I like In the Line of Fire. Yes, Mellow Yellow is my favorite drink. Favorite Bruce Willis film is Die Hard. I know I've heard of Bad Friends podcast, but I haven't listened in a long time. I'm more into citrus soda, frame by frame. Rain of Fire, I could not get into because I think Rob Bowman's not that great of a director. Although I like X Files. General, no problem, man. Thank you for asking. Uh, right on target. I don't know who that is. Never heard of them. I don't care about a new Superman movie. Bonnie Bedelia did a good job in Die Hard 1 and 2. Miguel, usually that's how it is. Usually the 4K will have the movie, and well, that's not all the time, but I think in that case it will be on the Blu-ray. No, season 10, 11 X Files were not good. No, not a fan of Gran Torino. Yeah, I don't know the details of Jeremy Renner's accident, but I wish him the best. Lionheart is better than Street Fighter. Love Die with a Vengeance. Love the movie. Ever seen Q? You mean Q the Winged Serpent? Yeah, I like that movie. Directed by Larry Cohen with David Carradine in it. Yeah, that's a fun movie. Uh, sure, Josh. What's the request? That's fine. Stew a little, I don't mind. Gran Torino just never did anything for me. Nope, I don't. Awesome God. No, I don't know anything about that, Nick B. Pauses for Beverly Hills Top 3 that, I don't know, there's color and it moves and there's pictures. I mean, not much else. Uh, Cobra, I'll go with Infinity Gauntlet. I don't really have a favorite pizza place. Yes, Inception is my favorite Christopher Nolan film. No, Kevin Smith's daughter is not a good actress. She sucks. Worst MCU film, probably Captain Marvel. Jillian, Viking Samurai doesn't know who I am. Favorite Roger Gosdell film? There really isn't a favorite. Most overrated movie? Most overrated movie. The Dark Knight. Big Mama's House 1 and 2 suck. Yes, because Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel. So yes, that's worse. Hey Johnny, don't need a Ramble 6 because we didn't need a Ramble 5. Least favorite Kevin Smith Clerks 3. Why? For the reasons I said in my review. Uh, Michael Jai White I'll put over Billy Blanks. I think Michael Jai White is a better actor. Um, I don't like Randy Orton, so I don't have a favorite match. Norbert 2 happened? No, because Norbert 1 should not have happened. Norbert 1 should not have happened in the first place. General, I would go with Dolph Lundgren because he got I Come in Peace and The Punisher and Universal Soldier. So I surviving the game. Would I put it in Rutger Hauer's top five? Maybe. I know my favorite split second. And Blind Fury would be in there. Krisha T, hello there. I don't think Inception's confusing. I think it makes a lot of sense. Mark, I'll go with Denzel Washington. Pluto Nash, it sucks. Kim, hello there. Arlington Road, not a fan of it. Favorite color, red. Favorite Chuck Norris flick, Firewalker. Vampire Suck, no, never seen them. I like Showtime with Eddie Murphy. That's a fun one. Brendan Fraser wasn't the problem. Looney Tunes back in action. I think it was just the way it was conceived. I like *Malignant*, but if a sequel had to be done the right way and not ruin what story you came up with. If it's one and done, I'm fine. Not every movie needs a sequel. No, I did not care for Showgirls. Favorite Jan Michael Vincent movie? Hooper with him and Burt Reynolds. Favorite Michael Bay film? Bad Boys 1 and 2. Least favorite? Transformer films. Nightmare Adidas, I don't really care either one as long as it fits. Worst year for movies, I have no idea. Avengers Endgame, yeah, that's pretty overrated as well. Never played the Bond Rules, no. The Gauntlet, it's okay. Never seen the King of Queens. I know Kevin James stars in it, but I never saw the show. I like Conan O'Brien. He's a lot better than Jimmy Fallon. Blue Velvet, I'm not into. No, I'm not seeing the audience. Nope. Jonathan Lindsay, I've seen Mike's reviews and I have no interest in watching them. None. But how are you doing? Well, there's a lot of movies overrated. Okay, White Dragon War. I hope John Wick 4 is good. The Game is actually my favorite David Fincher film. Funny enough, it's my favorite David Fincher film. Favorite Spielberg film, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Jaws. It might be Jaws. It's between those two. Hey there, Sage. Looney Tunes Back in Action is all right. I don't love it. I don't hate it. No, I'm not a fan of Kevin James. Uh, Screw Chucky. Tired of his crap. Yeah, Violent Night would probably be in my top 10 of the year. Well, last year. Uh, well, Jillian, if you saw my review, hate. I hate Rambo 5. Hamburgers and horrors, I don't know what that is, Johnny. No, I saw Blue Velvet a few years ago. I'm not a David Lynch fan. No, I don't own Bitcoin. Medium rated films, I don't know what you mean. Which Super Mario film? No, never played the French horn. Favorite Sam Jackson film? Die with a Vengeance. Sage, why would I be mad at you? Home Video Junkie? Too many. Too many to name. Too many. Dune's the only David Lynch film I liked. The new Super Mario movie, I don't know. It seems like Mario's a bit of a wimp and Princess Peach is doing everything, but who knows? Yes, Luis, I would say Aliens is my favorite sequel of all time. Dark Knight Returns with Peter Weller, yes, I enjoy that more than Master of the Phantasm. Never seen Big Eyes. I like the Italian Job 2003, but I don't have a favorite scene. That's cool that Red Letter Media did that. What consoles do I own? A PlayStation 2, a PS3, and a PS4. Favorite PS2 game is Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 4. Favorite PS3 game is Dead Space 1 and 2. Favorite PS4 game? Oh, that's tough. There's a lot of good choices. House of Ashes. I really like the Callisto Protocol. Hmm. Alien Isolation was a good one. Cinematic Blind Spot? I don't know what you mean. Driver Parallel Lines? I never heard of the game. Rasputia is way worse, Darth Gold Dust. Jersey Shore was never entertaining. John Lindsay, nope. I've never used the lightsaber in Silent Hill 3, no. Nope, never seen Paint Your Wagon. Never seen The Mean One. I like Reservoir Dogs. I don't know where I would rank it though. Because my favorite he directed was Kill Bill, and then Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That'd probably be my top three. Never saw the show Cheaters. Two Mules for Sister Sarah, I didn't mind. And I was never listened much to the Howard Stern show. I didn't mind the movie Private Parts. Do I like the Sound of Final Countdown? It's all right. Action movie that's semi overrated. I don't know. By semi overrated. To me, it's either overrated or not overrated. The new Winnie the Pooh horror film sounds stupid. Terminal was all right. Yes, I enjoyed High Plains Drifter. Jerry Springer wasn't. Never cared for Jerry Springer. No, I don't care to watch Fast and Furious 10. Why would I? Well, Sage, I mean, at times there's 70, 80 people. It's hard to get to every single person. I mean, right now there's 74 people. It's kind of hard to get to every single person's comment, dude. Nope, I've never ridden a motorcycle. No, you don't need a Days of Thunder 2. No, there should not be a Made 2. Made 2 is stupid to be made. Most intoply made film, probably Neil Breen's movies. Most mean-spirited movie, I have no idea. I mean, well, I reviewed Tulsa King. I mean, I mentioned in the first episode what I was liking about it. I have a review of that up on the channel. You don't need a sequel to Twister. It's a stupid idea. Not a fan of the 2008 film Doomsday. Well, Sam Crow, fine. I like Tulsa King because I thought Sylvester Stallone did a really good job with his performance. Take care, Jillian. Well, thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. What franchise do you think deserves a full-fledged documentary in the same vein as Trekkies? A good one on Ninja Turtles, not that stupid bullshit one that they did. But yeah, full-fledged documentary, and a good one in Ninja Turtles would be nice to see. Not made by dumbasses who don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. That'd be number one. Um, let's see, number two. Hmm. Yeah, Die Hard would be a nice one, a nice franchise. The Rambo films would be nice, especially the sequels. Same with the Rocky films, especially the sequels. So yeah, those are definitely a couple I would like to see done. Ninja Turtles, the Rambo, Rockies, Die Hards. That'd be a couple that I would rather see get full fledged documentaries like that. You could do a tornado. You could do a tornado movie without being a sequel. Yeah, I agree. They did that. It's called. Oh, what was it called? I had the name of it at the top of my. It came out a few years ago. Into the Storm, which I liked. Take care, Louise. Hey there, Drew. Do I miss Terrible Pictures? Sure, they made a lot of good movies. They released a lot of good films. Yeah, I know Elliot. Ninja Turtles should be an easy one, but sadly, it's just not. Nope, never saw the show Oz. Diamond Dallas Page, yeah, I didn't mind him as an actor. He did decent. TriStar Pictures. Uh, TriStar Pictures. Probably the Blob remake from 1988. No, I haven't seen Perfect World. Awesome God. Never played Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I like Planet Terror. I saw the Grindhouse experience when it came in the theaters back in the day. Nope, never reviewed the Hurricane Heist. But it wasn't that good of a movie. What Blu-ray has the best special features that isn't just extras carried over from the DVD? Um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A cat that had horror movie happen? No, I don't care to see it. Never saw 24 Hours to Live. Hey, Sashim, Happy New Year. Listen, Milano, Rose McGowan, neither. They're both crackpots. Hey, Scotty, Happy New Year. Thank you, Red Mist. Prince and the Pauper, Mickey Mouse, never saw them. Worst animated movie I saw? Probably Food Fight. Do I want to see Hugh Jackman as this villain in the John Wick sequel? No. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, didn't care for it. Disney Pern, they want to reboot Firefly. I don't know why. Yeah, I already know there's a new Expendables film this year. It's probably gonna be crap again. No, I don't do resolutions. A powerful storm in the south. What else is new? I like Gerard Butler, but I don't need to see him as a villain in a John Wick sequel. The only film I'm curious about is John Wick 4. That's the only film I'm curious about. Fair Firefly character, probably Nathan Fillion's. I like God of War 1 and 2 on PlayStation 2. I got it over here. No, I'm not really interested in Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Not really interested in it. I think your review played Mr. For Me, Awesome God. I don't think I saw Serenity. Hey, Fierce Apathetic. Nope, never wore vampire fangs. No, I'm not a fan of Prisoners. Pretty boring. Yeah, you only need one Pinocchio, and that's the film from back in the day. You don't need to make any more stories from it. One is all you need. Jet Frost, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about Cure. Didn't watch much of the original Twilight Zone show. Swordfish is all right. I'll probably put Get Out above Nope. Stream 6 is just going to be a crappy movie. If it's like Jason Takes Manhattan, then it would be a crappy movie. Wouldn't it be like I said? I like God of War 1 and 2 on PlayStation 2. Do I like Pale Rider? I like High Plains Drifter more. Yes, I like Top Gun 1 more than the sequel. Didn't watch much of Highlander, the series. I mean, yeah, John Wick, they do have to end it sometime. I don't know when. Neil Punt, nope, never, did not get a request for that. Don't care about Ant-Man 3. Never played God of War 3. Never played it. Never saw Harvey Birdman. Didn't see the 21 Jump Street TV show. Never played Devil May Cry. I like both Bill and Ted movies. I'd say I like the first one more. I like the Scarface game for PS2. That's a fun one. Yeah, the director said that. I hope someone changes his mind about the John Wick films. I don't want to be in a game show. If I have to be, I guess Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Bill McKinney, don't know who that is. Sunshine, it's okay. I didn't mind it. Agent Cody Banks 2, why would I care about that movie? I've only seen like 2 episodes of Seinfeld and never saw Curb Your Enthusiasm. Never saw the original Scarface, don't care to. Kevin Smith is the bigger sellout. I don't watch Jeremy Jones, just not for me. Ryan, I don't know who I would choose. Why would I listen to Nicki Minaj songs, Johnny? Sorry for my slow speech. I'm just tired. Got up at like 6 in the morning, so I don't know how long I'll be. So that's why I have a bit more of a tired demeanor than usual. Uh, when is Deadpool 3 supposed to come out? John Wick 4 should be the last one, but it won't be. Who's the movie critic on the internet? I don't know what you mean. Seems like most YouTubers are movie critics. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. To be honest, I have not listened to much of those bands, Tool or Perfect Circle. I can't even name 3 songs from each one. So I really haven't listened to much of those bands. I mean, I'm more into AC/DC, Metallica, Aerosmith, Linkin Park, um, White Zombie from back in the day, some others. But yeah, Tool and Perfect Circle, I'm not as familiar with as others. So sorry, man, I can't answer that. Movie reviewer next door, no problem, man. Thank you for that. Queensryche, it sounds familiar, but I can't remember their names. Rebecca Black's Friday song, it sucks. Did not listen to much of the Ramones or the Clash. I did review the Dukes of Hazzard movie, but I don't know if it's still up. It might not be up anymore. If not, I liked the movie. actually liked it for what it was, but I didn't take it seriously. Barbed Wire is awful. Martyrs is worse. Cole. Well, I listen to movie soundtracks really. Rocky Four, Over the Top, stuff like that. And I mentioned like the bands I like is AC/DC, Metallica, Aerosmith, Linkin Park, Creed, and a few others. Johnny, why would I dress up as a goth? I the only Ramones song I remember is the Pet Cemetery one. There should be no more Rambo films. Daddy, what's Daddy Yankee? Is that like a porn film? Daddy Yankee, gay porn film. Do I like crabs? No, I've never had crabs. Have you had crabs? When I've had sex, I've never had crabs. Well, I don't know why anyone would like crabs. I guess if they don't want to have sex with someone, then they want crabs. But no, I would not want crabs. I don't know why I would. Have I seen a tornado before? No. Sage, I'm fine. I have no issues. I always like Nickelback. Daddy Yankee is a Hispanic artist. Never even heard of him before. Never even heard of him. Why do you think certain auteur film directors sell out to do big franchise films? Because money. Because money is enticing and money is a hell of a drug, like a lot of drugs. Never saw celebrity boxing. Do I like lobsters? No, I never had lobsters. Don't need an Officer and a Gentleman remake. Just watch the original. Went to a barber shop? No. 50 Shades of Grey, a ton. Because why would I want to watch 50 Shades of Grey? Yeah, I like Celebrity Deathmatch. I do remember that. That was fun. Never saw Cinderella Man. I like Woody Harrelson. I mean, I don't know if he's underrated, but I like him. Um, the magazine will get a sequel. I don't think so. Why do you need an update? Douglas, I don't know how much. Home Video Junkie. I don't remember what movies won Best Picture because I don't really care about the Oscars. I don't know why anyone would care about the Oscars. Doesn't matter what won. I don't know who Dakota Johnson is. Yeah, I know about Jeremy Renner. It's too bad. So I'm never eating crawfish. Ever been to G Fest? Don't even know what that is. Is that where people find G spots? I'll pass. I don't need to go to a festival to find G spots. Yeah, Jeremy Renner would have been better than Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch. Best directorial debut film in recent memory and overall, I don't know. Did I enjoy The Howling? Not really. There's other werewolf films I think are better. Chief as his Godzilla convention. Yeah, never been there. Escape from Alcatraz. You barely remember. I like Painting Game with Michael Bay. I thought that was a fun one. What's wrong with Marky Mark? Marky Mark's not that great of an actor. He's serviceable in movies like The Italian Job, but you always go, you know what? There could be someone better in this. He's fine in The Big Hit, but again, you go, you know what? Lou Diamond Phillips is better. J Forever Teen, I reviewed episodes of The Tulsa Teen. I reviewed a couple episodes on the channel. Yep, about 20 people so far have mentioned the Jeremy Renner snowplowing accident. Love Macho Man Randy Savage. Favorite Mark Ruffalo movie? Is there one? The original Piranha I thought was so-so. Not really big on it. Mark Wahlberg isn't that great of an actor. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of range for acting. I mean, you look at other actors, they're just, to me, there's a lot better ones. Jeremy Renner, I think, is a better actor with more range. Carl Urban, Thomas Jane, Aaron Eckhart. There's just a lot of people that would prefer in those roles more than Mark Wahlberg. I mean, look at The Happening. You look at look at Mile 22. Look how bad he was. He can't play macho. Neil Punk, I've seen. I like The Big Hit, but Mark Wahlberg was okay in it. The Happening, awful movie. Mile 22, awful movie. Fear is good, but I'll give you Fear. I'll give you Fear, but then I'll serve you The Happening. Uh, Even Boogie Nights, he was the least effective part of Boogie Nights. Like Burt Reynolds was more interesting. What was it? Was it John C. Riley or like he was more interesting? He has that. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Marty Mark, and I'm talking to you as an actor. I mean, in Uncharted, he was awful. He was awful in Uncharted. He was awful in The Corruptor. He was completely overrated in The Departed. There's no reason he should got a nomination for The Departed. No reason he should have been nominated for The Departed. No reason at all. He's an overused actor as well. Way overused actor. Yeah, I think Donnie Wahlberg's a better actor than Mark Wahlberg. He was bad in Uncharted. He was bad in Planet of the Apes. He was bad in, I think, Lone Survivor. He was just boring with a lack of charisma or personality. Mile 22, he wasn't tough. He didn't buy it as tough. Mile 22, he was terrible in that movie. And I'm not sitting here saying I hate every film he's been in. I like The Italian Job. I like Fear. I like The Big Hit. I like The Other Guys. But even those films, I'm like, okay, he's fine, but I could see someone who would have done a better job. So that's the way I look at him. Even in films of his I like, I'm like, you know what? Someone could have done a better job. Oh yeah, Max Payne. That's another awful film. Max Payne. The Happening. I don't mind the movie Four Brothers, but again, There's other people I think could have done better in that role than him. Ted, I thought Ted was awful. Ted is awful. Transformer films, he's awful. He's terrible in Transformers. Terrible in those movies. Hey guys, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and this would be acting. Shooter would have been better if it wasn't Mark Wahlberg. Would have been much better if it wasn't Mark Wahlberg. I didn't say he was the worst actor ever. Never said he was the worst actor ever. I said I'm not much a fan of him. I've never said he's the worst actor ever. There's films I like that feature him. I'm saying there's much better actors out there. I never said he was worse than Megan Fox. Hey, dude. I've never said he's the worst actor. When did I say he was worse than Sam Worthington? Like, now you're saying stuff I never even said. Like, now you're just putting words in my mouth. I've never said any of this that you guys are saying. There's a ton better, though, in my opinion. Sorry, I prefer Thomas Jane. I prefer Aaron Eckhart. I prefer Carl Urban. I prefer Jeremy Renner. I prefer a whole host of actors that I think are much better, in my opinion. Two Guns, not a fan of. Denzel blew him out of the water. I think Denzel was much better in that movie than Mark Wahlberg was. Paul Walker, he was getting up there. Hours, his performance impressed the hell out of me. It's just Mark Wahlberg, I think, is overused in a lot of movies that he was miscast in. He was miscast in Max Payne. He was miscast in The Happening. He was miscast in The Corruptor. He was miscast in, what was that movie, Mile 22. He was miscast, and maybe he should say no to a couple movies. Maybe you should like, hey, let's say no to a couple films. Let's not do Max Payne. Let's not do Mile 22. Let's say no to a couple of these movies. Because Hugh Jackman, I think, is a better actor. I'm sorry, I think Hugh Jackman is a better charismatic actor than Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg got to start with feel it, feel it. Hugh Jackman's a better actor. That's why, in my opinion. I think Hugh Jackman's a better actor. Sorry. I think Hugh Jackman's a better actor than Mark Wahlberg. That's just my opinion. I mean, you look at Logan alone as a performance. I haven't seen Mark Wahlberg give that emotional performance that I really buy into. That's me. I can name films of his I like. I mentioned The Big Hit. I mentioned Fear. I mentioned The Other Guys. No, sorry, I like Ben Affleck more than Mark Wahlberg. I mean, for The Town and some of these other movies, I do put him above it. Don't care about Father Stu. Yeah, I remember the Basketball Diaries, but you know who I remember more than that? Leonardo DiCaprio, who's the better actor. I don't have a favorite Garfield and Friends episode. Hugh Jackman, a Bill Bixby biopic. Nah, I never heard that. I idea what you mean, horror mania. I idea what you mean. Do I like muffins? Sure. Van Damme will never have a comeback. That's just not happening. A lot of actors are popular because of the looks over their acting chops. Yes, Sally, that's the problem. Back to the day, you had people like Gene Hackman and Richard Dreyfuss and James Woods, and you don't have those kind of actors nowadays. That's too bad. Mr. Freeze in a Batman sequel, I would see that if done well. I mentioned I like the other guys. Mark was fine, but like I said, he was fine. Not fantastic. He was fine. But fine doesn't equal great. Well, Dave the Young Man, that's the problem because that's why people like Brad Dourif should have been a better actor, but because of the way he looked, he didn't get it, even though he's a much better actor than a lot of these people out there. That's part of the problem. Yeah, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel those vibrations. Feel it, feel it. Leave that up for a bit. Feel those vibrations. I'm not a fan of Tom Hardy either. And I think Mark Wahlberg has a better track record because of the big hit and Fear and uh, the other guys. Despite Mark Wahlberg being in them, they're pretty decent movies. All movies you like to see return to theaters, it doesn't matter because they don't do that stuff around here, so I wouldn't be able to see them in the theaters anyway. Never saw Justified. Do I like Robert Downey Jr.? Yes. Yeah, Paul Giamatti's a good actor. Do I miss Rodney Dangerfield? Sure. Do I like Westworld from the 70s? Yes, I like that movie. John Stockwell, he's an awful actor. Margot Robbie, don't care much about her. Why would there be a Volcano 2? Cross films with Brian Austin Green, never heard of them. I don't know. Boogie Nights, I wasn't big on Mark Wahlberg in that. Just deer in the headlights. I know that's part of the point, but I don't know. There's other actors I enjoy more in that. Thomas Jane, Burt Reynolds, other stuff. The director of the film. All I remember about his performance is him on purpose singing "You Got the Touch" really badly. Antonio Sabato Jr. don't know much about him. Do you think Gal Gadot is gorgeous? Yeah. Slayers did not see the trailer. I'm not a fan of the Lord of the Rings, so don't even remember Brad Dourif in them. I mean, I think Lord of the Rings sucks, so I wouldn't remember that. When I think of Brad Dourif, I think of Exorcist 3, Graveyard Shift. I think of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Body Parts. No, there's not going to be Volcano 2 because Volcano 1 wasn't a popular movie, while Twister was. Ashton Kutcher, he was good in Butterfly Effect. No, Sandra Bullock is too old to play Wonder Woman. I guess Margot Robbie, yeah, I guess I would say she's better than Brie Larson. It's not saying much. Haven't been to California, like very briefly. If Brandon Lee lived, could I see him as Neo in the Matrix? Yeah, I could see that. That would have been cool to see. Volcano I like more than Dante's Peak. Dante's Peak I don't mind, but Volcano just I thought the premise was yeah goofy, but I thought it was more fun. Thought it was a faster paced movie. I thought it had more action. And I thought it had more of a sense of humor to it. I mean, the whole ending has I love LA. We love it. Like they know what kind of film it is. I thought Tommy Lee Jones and Don Cheadle, they had a good sense of humor, but also played it straight. Yeah, Keith David as well. The voice of Spawn from the cartoon, from John Carpenter's The Thing, Keith David. Can't go wrong with Keith David. So I gotta go with Volcano. A Fish Called Wanda, I think, is better than Fierce Creatures. Walton Goggins pretty much plays the same type of guy in every single movie. Yeah, no, I've said Brad Dourif doesn't sound right as Chucky anymore because he's like 70 years old. He's too old. I think they're doing another National Treasure film. Not that we need it. Favorite Keith David performance? It's between John Carpenter's The Thing and They Live in terms of his performance. The Concrete Jungle. I mean, I don't know. It's an all right story. I don't know if I call it the real Predator 3. Worst Stanley Kubert film? Uh, I don't know. I like Wolf of Wall Street. Don't care about Scream 6. Rush Hour is going to be a Disney movie? Nah, never heard that. Never heard of that. No, Killing Gunthers and Terminator Darth Fate is Arnold's worst performance. Never got into Wall Street. I guess Barry Lyndon, I would say, is the worst Stanley Kubrick film I've seen. The original Georgia Jungle is all right. 50s War of the Worlds, I'm indifferent on it. Could take it or leave it. I don't mind the original Georgia the Jungle. No, I don't think The Little Mermaid sucks. Hercules in New York. Yeah, but I mean, that was very early in his career. He didn't know what he was doing. Killing Gunther and Terminator Dark Fate, he's had years of experience and he should know better. And he still did such a bad job in those movies. And again, he should know better at that point. No, Terminator 3, it would still have the issue of having an ending that totally negates Terminator 2 and makes that whole thing pointless. So no, Terminator 3 would still be a bad movie. Has a story plot ending that absolutely negates the previous film and its whole purpose. It's a bad story. Fate is what we made, but not really. Based on Terminator 3. Psych. Not really. I'm like, that's a lame story. I don't have a favorite scene from the cave. Van Damme, did he ever do any comedic roles? Yes, he was in Welcome to the Jungle, where he was a supporting actor, helping these guys from an office that went on some retreat on an island. I think it's called Welcome to the Jungle. He was like supporting role. Yeah, Robert Long knows. Yeah, the first Descent movie, Tim, is a good one. The sequel sucked. Yes, Point Break. I never understood the love for it. I guess unless you like a lot of surfing. Yeah, I've seen the Friends episode of Van Damme. It was fine. I don't know what Tom Cruise will do. I guess, we'll see what happens with him, what he'll do. Full Metal Jacket is not Kubert's worst film. Come on now, man. It is not close to being his worst film. That's one of his top three best films, in my opinion. Nah, I'm sorry. Barbed Wire is a bad movie because Pamela Anderson can act for crap. I'll take Face Off over Point Break. Favorite surfer movie? The Silver Surfer movie in my mind. I didn't see the remake of Point Break. No, no, Johnny Cat in the Hat would still be bad because it's such a bad script and dumb direction in that movie. From Beyond is so, not nearly as good as Reanimator. I'll watch Street Fighter's Van Damme more than Point Break. Point Break was about 100 minutes. That's what it was about. And it's overrated. It's also about that too. There you go. Someone's talking about overrated action films. Point Break. There you go. Never understood the love for it. I love a lot of classic action movies, but that's not one of them. Predator, that's up to the guys at Dead Pit. That's up to when they're not busy. So that's up to them. Point Break is more overrated. Well, not really horror mania. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Like we need a house party remake. Such a dumb idea. Yes, because at least I can laugh at Van Damme Street Fighter. Go get to my boot. Go go up river. Go kick Bison's ass so hard. This Bison wannabe could feel it. Now who wants to come home? Who wants to come in me? Favorite Chris Tucker performance? Friday. Pulp Fiction I like more than Reservoir Dogs. Universal Soldier I'll take over Under Siege. Why can't I laugh at Barbed Wire? There's nothing to laugh about. Oh, thank you, man. No problem, Manuel. No problem, man. Thank you for your kindness. It's the least I can do. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. I don't think the 40 Hours films are overrated. I think it's a classic. My Own Private Idaho didn't see. Funny Games 97, awful movie. I reviewed the film. Cold War, I already reviewed the film. Full Metal Jacket is a great movie. Requiem for a Dream I liked a lot more than Pie. Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah, I liked that film. That was a good one. Well, I already reviewed Barbed Wire. I mean, I could review it again if you want. I said I could re-review a film. I think the review's still up. If not, I could always re-review it. But I'm not I'll be honest and say Barbed Wire sucks because I think it sucks. I think the review's still up. If not, I could re-review it. What's Barbed Wire is what Pamela Anderson tried to be an action star and did a movie based on a comic book. And Pamela Anderson tries to act and fails. Buena Vista Social Club, never seen it. People like never heard of Barbed Wire. Well, you're not missing much. Pamela Anderson tried to be an action star. Favorite American Pie character? Don't really have don't really have a favorite. Favorite Scorsese film? Goodfellas. Vicente? No, I don't. Favorite Bond movie? Goldeneye. Tank Girl, I like. I think that's a lot better than Barbed Wire. Near Dark or Pet Cemetery? I'll go with Near Dark because of the cast. Lance Henriksen, Jeanette Goldstein, Bill Paxton, may rest in peace. Cold, neither of those sequels should happen. No. Uh, I would go with Heat for favorite Michael Mann film. Full House, I remember watching as a kid, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Love the first Bad Santa. Love Billy Bob Thornton's performance in that. The sequel was terrible though. The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, I love it. Love that film. Underrated. A lot of fun. Action packed. My favorite Punisher movie. Max Payne is an awful film in every step of the way. Awful action, Mark Wahlberg was incredibly miscast. Everything about Max Payne the movie was awful. They completely didn't understand what the hell Max Payne was about. They thought, let's have a lot more of these weird demon hallucinations, and let's barely have any action in a Max Payne movie. Which that was such a smart decision. Max Payne's such a stupid, awful movie based on a great video game. Fuck Max Payne the movie. Fuck the movie. Fucking awful. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. Fucking Max Payne movie, man. You want to know what I think about the Max Payne movie? That's what I think of the Max Payne movie. Suck my dick. They came from outer space, never heard of it. LA Takedown, it's an awful movie. Oh, thank you, man. How you Yeah, that's terrible as well. Thank you, man. Apparently, Master Overdrive, we were to see a woman strangled by a floating hairdryer in her bedroom. Deet's dad, Duncan, and those two charges from the gun jeep, all surviving. Well, I don't know how they would survive. So were those death scenes filmed afterward, or they were filmed? You mean, was this a different script? Was this like another script where they were supposed to survive? No, I'm fine with them getting killed off. I mean, they were not really important characters, and it gave a bit more of a body count to it. So I have no issues with that. So, but thank you, Planet Mars. I'm fine with how it turned out. Money saving, hello there. Curtis, are you dead? I love Maximum Overdrive to death. I don't care what anyone says. It's an awesome movie. I'm glad Stephen King was full of cocaine. Made a much better movie. Didn't see Smile. Hey there, Quaker Jake. Yeah, I know. I saw the original ending of Clerks. How do you feel when people say old movies are so much better than new films? I think they're right. I'm sorry, I think they're right. You look at there are some good films today, but I think there's a lot more worse films than back in the day. I do. Like Master Overdrive. I could see a film where AC/DC music is playing from beginning to end. I get a Green Goblin truck that looks badass. I get a truck stop with machine guns and bazookas blowing up semi trucks. I got little kids getting run over by heavy duty equipment. I got people getting murdered by soda machines, by vending machines popping people in the head. I did little kids turn to pancakes by steamrollers. I did people getting watermelon attacked at them at the beginning with the big pile up. I did more machine gun and bazooka fun. I did lawnmowers coming after you, people getting hit by trucks and turned to Swiss cheese. I did people being electrocuted by arcade machines, which actually is the same actor that would become the main villain in The Mandalorian. You know, the main villain, The Mandalorian, at the end, the Mandalorian gets on his ship, is being dragged around. That guy, he's the guy that gets electrocuted in Maximum Overdrive. I forget the actor's name. So I fucking love Maximum Overdrive. I love the ending to The Running Man. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best of all time, but I love it. MSN Messenger, I never used it. Hi, Stephanie. Films are easier to make and distribute, so the barrier of entry goes down. Yeah, that's the problem. They let too many of the bad ones. Happy birthday, Stephanie. They let too many of the bad people in when they should be kept out. Samuel, I choose Predator. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito, that's the guy's name who got electrocuted with the arcade machine. I'm not big on Salem's Lot. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate it. I didn't watch Street Sharks. Didn't see The Irishman. That guy don't do the right thing. I don't know what you mean. What about Womp Stomp? Uh, I the Rocky films being on 4K. Well, I don't really care unless it's a bunch of special features on it because I'm fine with the Blu-rays. Oh, John Carlo was in Do the Right Thing. Oh, okay, then. And Womp Stomp shouldn't make films. Well, they do. Ah, okay, yeah. Do the Right Thing. Yeah, I love the ending. John Carpenter's the thing. I think John Carpenter knows how to do those endings well. Chernobyl Diaries is an awful movie. Uh, PM Entertainment films have sudden endings. Nah, I didn't really notice that. No, I like Tarantino more than Spike Lee. Spike Lee seems like a douche. Favorite Ghoulie in the Ghoulies movies? I don't really have a favorite, but Return of the Living Dead Part 3, I'm not in love with it. I prefer the first two. Rocky 5, I'm in the middle. I think there was a war print version that you could find on Daily Motion at one point, which I thought was a better version of the film than the theatrical cut. Joaquin Phoenix, it depends on the movie. Do I miss MTV? Sure, but they stopped being music television and it just became every other channel showing reruns of Cops and all sorts of stuff. Do I like Rocky 5 more than Terminator 3? Yes. Fair West Raven film, shocker. Yeah, I like Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Yeah, I like the movie. I reviewed the film, Preminator. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I agree with the ending of They Live. I would have preferred Roddy Piper just living and him walking away, and then you can have the whole bits with the ending. I agree with that. I would have just preferred. Uh, yeah, I would prefer Roddy Piper living and just walking away, and then you can have sort of those that segment on the TV and people realizing that the aliens are out there and miss the world. Yeah, I liked the performance Joaquin Phoenix had. I liked his performance. Barkman NES game? No, never played it. Yeah, I agree. That's what I said about the Creed 3 trailer. Alfred Justice is my favorite Steven Seagal film. I played the Super Nintendo Power Rangers game a little bit. It was fun for what it was. They Live, I mean, if it's ever a request, is Michael B. Jordan an overrated actor? Yes. No, I don't know much about the new Blu-rays of 48 Hours. Inherent Vice, never saw the film. Take Care, Miguel. Take Care, Matt. Oh, you saw that video. Thank you, man. You're the only one to comment on that video. And the comments on here, thanks. Yeah, sometimes you make videos and no one comments or watches them, but you just move on to the next one. And there'll be more videos posted tomorrow. Oh, I can't remember the first Blu-ray I got. I really can't. Hey, Eccentric Views. Hope you're doing okay. Um, I like Ghost from 1990, but I don't have a favorite scene. Caruso's character didn't die in Backdraft. I don't know. I'm indifferent. That's cool, Preminator. Don't care about Madian. It looks like just Dolly Dearest. Oh, thanks, Silver Wings. Yeah, I'm gonna upload the last two parts tomorrow. It was interesting for what it needed to be, but that's only if you're into these walking simulator one. It was something a bit different to play, and like it was only 80 cents on PlayStation 4. For 80 cents, I got 80 cents worth. It's more of a story-based game. It was interesting. I'm interested in stuff like that. The Geico commercials, I'm indifferent on them. You get all the old Star Trek movies, Blu-ray for $1. That's cool. I didn't. I love If Looks Could Kill with Richard Grieco. That's a fun movie. I wish they had a Blu-ray. Really enjoy If Looks Could Kill. I'm not into walking sims. Gone Home is probably the worst. I've never heard of Gone Home. Gone Home. I've never heard of that one. Gone Home. Huh. Ever eaten BLTs? No. Space Invaders. Nostalgia movie, but not that good. I'm not picking up the Rocky. I'm fine with my Blu-ray. I don't need another Rocky 1 through 4 release. I'd rather have a full documentary on the sequels. I mean, the Blu-rays are good enough for me, if that's the case. Fair Fresh Prince moment, I don't have a favorite moment. Yeah, I know they're 4K. I don't need them in 4K. I don't need every film in 4K. I think the Blu-rays look good enough for me. I think 4K has become a bit of an overrated format because I really don't see that much of a difference. I have some 4Ks. I've seen a couple 4Ks. I just don't see that crazy of a difference. So unless it's like crazy special features, I'm not interested in getting 4K. Like Dread, I put on my wish list on Amazon because the Blu-ray I have of it, it's a bit scuffed up, and that features the Blu-ray of it, and yeah, why not? Vigente, most videos I do don't have any comments on them, but you just move on to the next one and don't worry about it. People are busy. People are busy with lives. People are busy with tons of other stuff in their lives, work, movies they want to watch, work they need to do, hobbies they need to do, other YouTubers they're watching. It's a bit better. I don't notice that much of a difference. I mean, I watched the 4K of what was it, Karate Kid Part Two? Eh, I mean, it looked as good as or even Rambo 2. Like Rambo 2, I watched the 4K of Rambo 2, and I'm like, well, it looks like a little better than the Blu-ray. My favorite Fresh Prince moment is when Will slap Chris Rock. Get one little fight. His mom downstairs said, "You move with your auntie and Uncle in Bel Air." Oh, thank you, Premonitor. That's a kind gesture. No problem, Belinda. Happy New Year to you as well. Hey there, Austin. Hey the King Kong 76. It's okay. It's all right. Bright 2 got canceled a long time ago. Someone sold it on eBay separately. Nitby, the Stripes 4K. Yeah, it's part of that ridiculous set. But if you go on eBay, sometimes people sell it separately, and that's how I got it. Some like sold it separately. Where the hell do I have? I have it over here somewhere. Can't remember where I put it. Okay, yeah, I see it right there. I'm not gonna dig it out, but yeah, but Gemini Man sucks. Doesn't matter if it's 60 or 30 or 10 frames per second. It's still a crappy movie. How close is the original Halloween 2 to Halloween for you? I don't know what you mean. Like Halloween 2 is my favorite Halloween film. I like Forrest Gump, but I don't have a favorite quote. Was it expensive? I don't know. Probably like $20. Yeah, but there is no extended cut of Cobra. And that you'll never see the uncut version of Cobra. That's long gone. It's far long gone. You'll never see the uncut version of Cobra. I don't think it exists anymore. I think it was thrown away back in the day. You get the little bits from the TV version, but the all the violence and stuff that was cut out for the theatrical, you'll never see that. You'll never see that. Never been to Olympics, no. Cythera, I didn't mind Cythera. Ever want to use a flamethrower? Sure. Favorite scene from Collateral? I don't know. I like the whole movie. I don't have a favorite scene. I like the whole movie. It's a great movie. Saw it in theater. What happened to Cobra 2? Ask Stallone. Ask Sylvester Stallone. Cobra 1 didn't perform that well. It only made like 49 million in the US when Rambo 2 the previous year made 150 million in the US. So you go from 150 million in the US to just 49 million in the US. Studio doesn't really think of that as a success. Vicente, I would say millions. I'm not sure what you're talking about pretending to have a feud. Sam, I would say Halloween. I always enjoyed Godzilla vs. Megalon. No, I don't like Spy Game. Best of Times with Robin Williams, Kurt Russell. It's okay. It's all right. Tom Cruise does the Mozambique drill on the two thieves in the alley. Yeah, that's a good bit of business. Tom Cruise did a good job. It was always interesting too that Jason Statham's in that, and I think he's playing the transporter. I think it's supposed to be the transporter, Frank Martin, in that movie from the Transporter 1 and 2. I think it's supposed to be the same character. He transports the items to Tom Cruise. No more Rambo films. Sorry, no more. It's done. I think Total Recall, he was on Mars at the end. Glenn Ross, great movie, wonderful cast. What Dreams May Come, enjoy the movie. Robin Williams did a wonderful job. Some really cool visuals in it. Haven't seen Collateral in a long time. Yeah, it's a great movie. Saw that in theaters. Was Collateral on high frame rate? I don't really care if it was or not. Dave and Buster's, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Nah, that's been debunked. Die Hard was never meant to be a sequel to Commando. That's pretty much been debunked. They were never related. That's always been the rumor, but that's, from what I understand, that's not true at all. Um, I didn't know the director's cut was on Blu-ray. I thought it was just the theatrical. Not another teen movie, didn't see it. Well, Jason Statham's at the beginning of Collateral dropping off a suitcase to Tom Cruise, and you could, I think they say that's actually Frank Martin from the Transporter, and at the beginning of Collateral. It was released overseas on Blu-ray. I don't have that one. Dave and Buster's is an adult Chuck E. Cheese. What the hell does that mean? It's a place for furries or something? So what, you watch furries have sex while you get your pizza or something? I'll take a pass. Ain't my cup of tea. A bar and an arcade. But why would you want an adult Chuck E. Cheese? Never seen Sweet November. I prefer just practical effects. CGI is an overused tool. Sports bar style with arcade games as well. Arcade sports restaurant. Okay. Nope, never been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Disney's Three Little Pigs cartoons, didn't watch them. Chuck E. Cheese movie on VHS, never saw that. I don't know what kind of movie that would be. The animatronic striptease is the stuff as you, or they stuff your face into their pizza. Yeah, I like Disney as a kid with Bruce Willis. I don't mind that film. Mel Gibson, I mean, the guy has apologized 50 times. It was a bad time in his life. He was drunk. He fucked up. He apologized. What more is he supposed to do? Hey, John Vaz, hello there. Least favorite Stream Factory Blu-ray. Uh, I didn't even get it, but April Fool's Day. Awful cover, awful requests. As in the requests of, hey, let's have commentaries, interviews. We request those, and they did nothing on there for features. You request stuff for features, they give you nothing for features, and you get a lame, crappy cover. I love 1986 film April Fool's Day, and that just seemed like to the point I never bought it, never cared about it. I want to hold your hand, never heard of it. Hands of Steel, I mean, meh, it was so-so. Louis, I don't know who Louis Farrakhan, I don't know who that is. Kim, I would say Man of Steel. Risky Business is all right. Most overrated director, I don't know. I don't have a favorite 50 Cent song. But I'll probably end it here. It's been 2 hours and 13 minutes. So I'll just end it here for now. I don't know when we'll do the next stream because I have a lot of requests I need to get to and get done with. So I'm going to be very busy with that. Probably going to have about at least 3 videos a day. So I'll be very busy with that. So thanks for stopping by. Take care. We will see you in the next one. Later.